Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak part 148. In the previous video, we talked to people in the Tyrell District and just the Tyrell District. One video, one district, that's the way we roll on this channel. Now, we did get slightly sidetracked because I had to complain about the freaking movie that they made us watch, but you know. We'll make more progress in this video, probably. Ain't that right, Madeline? These deers are always willing to get close to me when I'm anxious. I'm talking about us or the cat. I guess even kittens can tell how people feel. I think he's just hungry. Hey, Shino. Funny seeing you in front of Artemis. What, you saying she doesn't belong? You saying her food truck isn't high class enough for you? I'm on to you, Agnes. Oh, right, I was just looking for a good spot and I just ended up here. The location is nice and quiet and the view is just lovely. And not only that, my food is actually quite popular with the students. I think all food is popular with students. Of course you'd want to snack after classes. You get hungry after so long, but they're not in class. Nah, I think you just don't eat enough, small fry. I imagine the sports club members are especially appreciative. Wait, what did Fairy say? You get hungry after so long? Think you just don't eat enough? Well, if she's eating too much, she shouldn't be hungry. Or, I mean, if she's so hungry, she'd be eating more and... the location is nice and quiet and the view is just lovely. I've been looking for a good spot to set up during the Revolution Festival, and this might just be it. I feel like you don't want a quiet spot as a food truck, though. Don't you want, like, a busy spot? As busy as you can bear? Ah, hello, Agnes. You busy with that part-time job you mentioned? Yes, Mr. Powell, that's right. You're Agnes' teacher? You look smart. I mean, he looks like a guy. Mr. Powell teaches history and is in charge of the second-year students. Alright, maybe he's based. I don't know how smart I really am, but I'll be glad to answer the questions you might have. If I know the answers to them, at least. Ah, you're... Arkwright. Van Arkwright. I remember you. The worst student I ever had the displeasure of teaching. Huh? He knows you then, ... That can't mean, unless... Man, figured you would have forgotten all about me already. Nice seeing you, Mr. Powell. Forgotten? Impossible. You just don't forget students as special as you, Van. It's been 7 long years. I'm glad that despite everything, you seem to be doing well. I'm doing fine, thanks. I guess I made shit real rowdy around here, huh? Sorry about that. Not at all. I do wish I'd been able to do more for you as your teacher. But then I guess it's too late for such regrets by now, isn't it? If there's anything I can do for you, I hope you know you just have to ask. Appreciate it, but I really am fine. Thanks for the thought, though. Actually, I do have one request. Be extra hard on Agnes, alright? Don't just pass her because her dad's the president and he'll, you know, cut all your school funding. I mean, you're probably a private institution, but he could still tell other rich people not to donate to you or something. Actually, I don't know. I mean, prestigious academy screams private institution to me, but... I'm trying to, it's founded by, because it said it was founded by Artemis. So, you know, it may have some state funding, but in theory it should be a private institution. It hadn't even occurred to me that Van might have been one of Mr. Powell's students. Van studied at Artemis? That's new. Wow, I guess anybody can go there then. And he did sort of give me that feel. He's just full of surprises, eh? Not a big deal, but it does kind of bother me. I was under the impression Van couldn't read. Agnes is working for you then? What a small, wonderful world we live in, but I'll leave you to it. I'm relieved you seem well. I look forward to you visiting, if you ever feel like it. Sure, take care of yourself, Mr. Powell. Keep an eye on Agnes, too. Van's acting just like Abby. What? That's embarrassing. Agnes, you are disowned. Go to the Empire and learn. Enroll with some random person who thinks they're real shady, but actually is pretty much like normal morality levels. Thank you for your time today. Of course, good work today, everyone. I know the Revolution Festival's almost here, but don't get too excited. Be safe on your way home. You look real cheery today, Miss Sonia. Something good happened? I think Miss Sonia's more pumped for the festival than we are. Oh goodness, not at all, I assure you. Anyway, be safe everyone. Don't want to get hurt and waste all your hard work for the winter tournament. Blind date on the exact same day as the festival? That's impeachable timing. Oh, impeccable? I say impeachable? How romantic. I guess the goddess hasn't given up on me yet after all. Even if the perpetrators were captured, what happened in Cray cannot be undone. I've been there a few times before since I used to border patrol. Risked my life to defend that place, and to think of what happened to it. I'm just saying, if I'd been there, shit wouldn't have gone down like that. That's a horrifying weapon the Mafia used. First it was Crossbell's new weapon from last year, and now this. How much farther will we take to these ghastly weapons? At this rate, I hope we don't end up destroying the entire continent. Well, I mean, that happened once, and they got over it, right? Who's a good boy? Oh yeah, it's you. Come on, Apollo. Let's take a walk around the neighborhood. Woof, woof, woof. What's that? You want to go play with your friends? We'll stop by at the end of the walk. Actually, he was saying, please, I don't want to move. I'm a lazy doggo. Okay, we've got finals after the festival, and we've got to start planning for the school festival after that. Oh man, oh god, it's so hard being at Armis Academy. All we do is festival, festival, festival all the damn time. Both the student council and my clubs will keep me very busy. I had finally forgotten all about my exams. Why do you have to remind me? Things would be really hectic for you, huh? Make sure you don't miss the Revolution Festival. We can take great inspiration from it for our own school festival. An excellent idea. I have little experience planning events like these, but I'll endeavor to make sure this tea party is most exquisite. You gotta get a new thing, Rin. You're not a child anymore. I mean, you're like, not really an adult either to me, but you're like, I don't know. I don't know what you are. Because on one hand, Rin's still like 12 to me, and on the other hand, she's not 12. I was hoping you'd hold a candle to Genis after my transfer, or to Thor's, considering all I've heard from Tita. Anya's, Adette, Sasha, I have high hopes for you. Oh, I don't like that. This is gonna be weird. I can feel it. I mean, I'm just gonna... So far, I mean, I ain't heard nothing about y'all's festival that's gonna top their festivals. Well, we'll have time to dwaddle. Onward, you guys, to the new year. Isn't Rin being a little scary? She looks pretty serious about this. Let's pull through this, Anya. We can't let this or our exams win. Yeah, we'll get through this together, Adette.
Okay.
Alright, student council, let's get back in gear. There's a lot of club events coming up, but I think I'll prioritize getting the basketball club ready for this winter's nationals. I'm their captain, after all. It's on me to lead them to victory. Aramis' student body is sharper than I gave him credit for. Quite a delightful tea party we have on our hands. I was hoping they'd hold a candle to Genis after my transfer, or to Thor's, considering all I've heard from Tita.
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie.
Holy hell, we get to...
Looking to buy something?
I'll buy your entire stock. Oh shit, I can't afford the strawberry macaroon. Aaron, give me your weapon. It's for the good of the company. Delicious tart that they struggle to keep in stock. Well, I don't see how that could happen. I mean...
See you again.
Well, hello, Anya's and... Ah, it's Van! Van, you rascal, I haven't seen you in quite some time. I guess it would make sense you'd know Holland. Considering what you'll do for treats, it's really no surprise you'd come before, Van. What do you mean it's no surprise? Literally, the game started with him having gone to here, you know? I haven't been around a long while, how about you still remember me? It's my job. Customers' gratitude carries me forward in the art of confectionery. I make the best sweets for their enjoyment. And no one enjoys it as much as you do. Can never forget someone so passionate for my sweets. Something nice about being remembered, even though I haven't been here in forever. I haven't lost your touch. I've had stuff with Amanda Lucia since, and it's still great. I think I'll swing by more often about the time. Feel free to do so. Randos like you make getting up in the mornings worth it. I never would have imagined the two of you could walk through my door together. Was that package Anya's brought this summer for you? Or did she buy it? Maybe she bought us the food, now I think about it. Maybe you're right. Small world out there. Yeah, maybe, I guess she bribed him with the cake. That's what it was. I'll be busier than ever since the festival's almost here, but I don't want you taking that as an excuse not to come by. Sure thing, man. I'll fit in a visit for or two.
Well?
Year's been rough. Wasn't expecting to cap it off by seeing an old regular. I don't know what you've been up to since I saw you, but I do remember you very well from back then. Even though you always looked embarrassed to be here, you'd have the biggest smile anytime you ate anything. Not embarrassed. You're embarrassed. I feel like we probably should get one more just for the road. Well, let's not sell that. That's maybe a little far from me. I don't really need it. It's pretty important to have 20 cakes to get the secret cake ending. They even do anything? No, they're out of battle too? Yeah, they're kind of ass.
See you again.
My ardent passion thrown through today, and I bought one of Holland's masterpieces. Holland endeavors wholeheartedly every day to deliver us the sweetest treats. It's our duty as customers to put our body and soul into purchasing and enjoying his confections. I mean, realistically, they're not that expensive, you know? If you think of this as being in yen, I mean, for like an artisan cake, that's pretty damn cheap.
See you again.
Or what's supposed to be, I mean, even just like a normal cake is relatively cheap. I guess it depends on the size. Well, how big are the cakes? And I mean, that's, you know, it's not like a huge cake, but all left. Okay, there's not too many people in this district. Subway line. I love the subway train. Oh, you actually let me go in. Oh, I've already been here? I guess they must have not let us go through. Or, oh, no, this is when, yeah, from earlier in the, when we get to come to the Aubrey district, but they're like, go straight to the sewers, do not pass go, do not collect 200 mira. Yeah, you're right. Welcome to Edith Grand Cathedral. We're currently holding a memorial mass for Cray Village. There will also be a memorial service during the festival. Many will come to pay their respects then. It isn't terribly busy right now, which might be ideal for those of weary heart that might want to mourn in a more reserved manner. I do wonder whether Sister Philia will be able to handle things with the large ceremony coming up. Sister Philia confessed this morning, but I'm not sure what it was about. Still, her faith is unquestionable. I'm sure she'll overcome it. Does she need to confess that she got a quest for Vanier?
This cathedral isn't as big as the one in Aracian, but it's still pretty massive. The interior is also quite beautiful, and it's such a soothing place to be in.
Looks like they're busy getting ready for the memorial service.
That shouldn't mean we cannot take a look around.
Yeah, the dead are in heaven, or paradise, or whatever we call it. They shouldn't be bothered. And without our staff scheduling so that Sister Belisha could be in her hometown to assist her people. And I think that just meant she'd be another victim in the Crayville tragedy. The least I can wish for is that she can rest easy, having supported her beloved hometown until the very end. I shall pray for the goddess to bless Sister Belisha and her village. Yeah, I mean, you know, when my ass gets blown up in a nuclear explosion, inevitably, don't feel like you can't, you know, go to the church and have a good time. All right, I'm not gonna really care that much. All right, I'm either dust or realistic with the chances of getting into any of the afterlives. I don't know. I don't know if I got too good of a shot on them. Depends on who's right, I guess. Come to think of it, Sister Ophelia made a confession to me this morning. I'm not exactly sure it was bothering her. I can't imagine her faith is anything to confess about. You spoke of reverence, but a word like that doesn't seem to invite sin to me. Well then, best touch base with the Archbishop about the state of things in Arasion. Been observing the situation there over the last week, and things have thankfully calmed down. That arrest among the elites has caused quite the turmoil, but the Archbishop has put a lot of effort to calm the situation. Though they still seem rather hostile to Edith Grand Cathedral. Probably already spinning it as the damn immigrants put a tit out on President Auclair. Oh, what the hell? You're down there? My mini-map almost made... I mean, you kind of like you were up here. What's poppin'? Oh, it's you two nerds? Two lamest dominions in history? And it's like not even close? I'm trying to think. Who was the lamest dominion before you two? Tommy T, maybe? I guess Tommy T. I mean, he wasn't really lame. He just wasn't, you know, he was just kind of, cubes! But he definitely beats the pants off these two. It ain't even close. You think Tommy T couldn't take out some regular ass papal guards? Nah, man, he'd have them in the fucking quantum dimension. Alright, I think I largely understand. While I don't intend to encourage your illicit activities, I do however agree that something must be done about Almada and their legacy. Welcome to come and go from here as needed while you're in the capital. How very kind of you. Nah, but seriously, I appreciate the help. I was kind of expecting every higher up in the Congregation for Divine Worship to have a stick jammed up there. Celeste, you're being rude. They prefer 2 sticks jammed up there. However, I will agree that it's a little surprising. Let's just say that arrangements have been made by someone else already. Speaking of them... Oh, I was like, what? I was like, what does Van have to do with it? I was like, oh yeah, there's this Burgard guy. He's in our party. Father wait, shit, I mean, Master Burgard? You're not my dad. Ah, Celeste, Leon! It's been about a week. I didn't forget your name. Nice to see you too, Bishop. Oh well, it's been a while. Appreciate you making arrangements. So just literally everybody in the damn world knew this fucker was alive except for us? Alright, that's cool. That's pretty fucking cool. Don't mention it. We might not be part of the same organization, but you always did well by me when you were on active duty. Now, if you'll excuse me, I shall take my leave. Take however much time you need. All of you. Guess I probably would have kicked us out the door if it wasn't for you, eh, Master? Though we've managed quite a lot on our own. Yeah, okay, managed to get your ass kicked a lot. Now, don't be so put out. Building bridges where there used to be none takes time. So, what's the current status? I do not believe the rubble's been cleared in Arasion yet. Right, about that. You're still sticking with these jerks, Master? You're a jerk. I was under the impression you were merely accompanying them as a matter of necessity and that you'd part ways that your business was settled in Arasion. Actually, he loves us more than he loves you, fucker. You know you can just say hello, right? Ain't gonna die, we're not cut from the cleanest cloth. You don't commit murder because some dude told you to, alright? We commit murder purely because we want to. We're better than them. And we don't actually commit murders, alright? We killed like 2 people, but it was in self-defense. They were asking for it, alright? Let's just say it's a complicated matter. For the time being, it would be far more beneficial to stick with them than act alone. It isn't too unlike the reason that brought you two to the capital in the first place. You never pull a punch. We got the Second Dominion in charge of cleaning up that mess. Cubes! Those partitions of here should help hook for shit faster than I ever could. See? Even they admit Tommy T's cooler than them. Albus's team also arrived to lend a hand. He's been acting separately from Wazzy quite often lately. I mean, friggin' his ass is cooler than you two as well. No, I guess what you ought to expect from a master of the Kunlun school. I'll leave you two to it then. I'm glad you're doing well. Hopefully I'll get to see them sometime. Kevin and Gaius too. They're like, who the fuck is Kevin? Maybe that'll get them off our backs. Commander's not said shit, so they're bothering us about it instead. That's Commander for you. Were they to upset her, she would sooner drink them under the table than speak frankly. They're aware of that. But they're having fun. How much a big deal is Gramps? The one who's fawning over him everywhere we go. He looks to be very well acquainted and respected by a lot of high-ranking individuals. He's like, you know, the series' fourth old person. He's kind of a big deal. Most people don't make it this long in this world. Got a lot of apprentices outside the church like me. But why would these idiots be all the way here? What's so important to leave artifact retrieval to someone else? They're talking about Armada's legacy? Could that mean it can't, can it? Something bugging you, Arkride? I need to let some steam off? Please let me kick their ass. Let me at them. We never declared a proper victor for that little game, so why don't you square up for another? What do you mean? We won, dummy. Mind chilling for just 1 second? You got some pin-up energy. Go bother someone else. Besides, a lot of other players are out here in the capital today. Not that that might have anything to do with why you two are here. Do feel free to guess. I'd love to hope for nothing to happen whatsoever, but we're not naive enough to let our guard down. We're merely here as insurance. Not unlike you, Sprigand. Fine, guess you got a point. They get along like cats and dogs. I mean, Pretty boy over there looks like he has a bone to pick with Van. But I don't think it has anything to do with Burgard. He's just mad that Van drank the Jesus juice and is part demon or something. Even if our Spriggan here won't appreciate our well wishes, I do sincerely hope you all be safe out there. This might be the calm right before the storm after all. Leon, pardon me if I overstep, but I imagine you're of the same mind, right? Never hurts to be careful. We didn't know with how he's acting.
Alrighty.
Can't say more than that, confidentially and only for Master's ears. Leon's gonna be spending the next few days in Edith's outskirts. Best wishes to you guys or whatever. I'll give you a hand those bad predictions that might turn out to be true. How generous of you. Bad predictions, huh? Well, I can't imagine you'll be in much danger if you have our teacher with you. I'll pray for your safety, even yours, Arkride. Don't really need it, but thanks for worrying. I do still think it's funny how, like, of the new strong characters that are introduced, if they were, like, glazing up these two as, like, the strongest who've ever lived, like they were Kazuv and Shizuna, no, we'll never leave this topic alone, I would actually buy it more, because at least they have literal, innate, God-given superpowers, or, you know, allegedly God-given superpowers. You know, they're literally special little boys and girls, right? I would buy it more than Kazum, who's literally just a fucking guy or lady who's like been sitting in a dark cave the last 20 years doing who knows what. I know her ass ain't been fighting no Septirions. I mean, if they come out and say actually all the other Septirions that haven't been accounted with were dealt with Shizuna solo, then I'll respect her. Alright? That's my condition. If they're like, oh, Water Septirion? Nah, Shizuna got rid of that shit off screen while you guys were, you know, watching movies. She was studying the blade. Then I'd respect Ikaruga. But the problem is they ain't done shit. Goddess, thank you for blessing us. Please grant eternal peace to the souls of those who have passed. Miss Goddess ADS, please watch over Daddy and Mommy and me. Mommy, where's Daddy? Oh, I forgot to mention. Kolio said he'd arrive a little late. Call him by his first name? That's kind of weird. I mean, it's not that. I don't know. It's, I would say, slightly uncommon not to refer to your, like, spouse as, like, dad when talking to your young child, especially. But don't worry, it sounds like everything will be settled before the festivities, and we'll get to spend the festival with Dad. See, that's a little bit more normal. Calling him by his adios given name is a little... I want to spend the festival together with Mommy and Daddy. It's gonna be so much fun. I want Daddy to take me everywhere. Sure, darling. We'll have fun together with Daddy and make up for all the times he couldn't be there with us while he was working in Erebonia. Mommy draws the cathedral a lot. Her drawings are real popular. She said those weren't her favorite treasures and that she has something more special. I wonder which painting it could be. She wouldn't tell me. She said it was a secret. But you're not Painter Lady, are you? Are you Crazy Tower Lady? I don't think so. I feel like she was younger. I mean, I remember that dude. I recognize that dude's name. I don't really recognize you two. Coolio and I will be attending the memorial mass on the day of the festival. We came by the day to worship as well. Hardly hurts to offer more prayers for peace for the victims and peace for our future. The signs like the cathedral. Honestly, I always have. It's peaceful here. Used to come by when I was still a novice artist to draw the cathedral. It's held a special place in my heart since. Oh, nope. Yeah, I'm over here now. Get over it. These are the new choir members for the Revolution Festival. As always, I'm in charge of the choir. The festival draws near, so let's give it our best efforts. The congregation for the sacrament should be able to handle things at least to a certain extent. You and Bergard should take some time to rest.
May the goddess protect you.
What was in that shop? Oh, that's the cake shop. And that's the food cart. Okay, so we're done. Well, wait. No, we're not done. We're almost done. We've not even begun to done. Prince Sheridan has come for the Revolution Festival, staying in this embassy. Brother does not like his own country, man. He cannot stay away. He comes and goes ever so often. He has been enjoying sightseeing around Edith. It's a little concerning, to be frank, even though I know he has Miss Naj as an escort. Yeah, I mean, she's alright or whatever. But I can't deny that it's quite charming to see the prince cut loose. Him being so easygoing has made him well liked amongst the embassy staff. I mean, I would replace Aaron with Naj in a heartbeat. No offense, Aaron. I mean, I don't know that that's really not true, but, you know, it's kind of a dig.
What are we waiting for?
You gotta keep him on his toes, alright? He deserves it. I like Aaron, but he is a little shit.
What will it be?
I can't afford nothing, man.
I'll be seeing you.
We put all our money into cake futures. Yo there, got a new flavor in stock if you want to check it out. Twice the cost with twice the concentration for twice the high. So, it's not really that much better then. Could I just get double the amount of the normal shit? It's no more addictive than the weaker stuff. Want to give it a shot? Can't say I do. Sorry, I'll pass. That's a shame. Worked hard on it for the festival, you know? Make sure it's worth the price. But no worries, if you don't want it, you don't want it. At least I got all my usual stock in case you're craving something else. It's kind of weird. It's still dark and gloomy down here, but it feels like everybody's really excited. It's probably a great day for, you know, thieves at least. I guess even the Blacklight District gets swept up in the festival cheer.
Alrighty.
We should try my new stuff, poured a ton of work into it in time for the Revolution Festival. Just know it's worth your while. Hey, you do you. Got all my usual stuff or whatever, baby.
What will it be?
Oh, I don't do hard
I'll be
drugs.
seeing you.
I care about my health and mental well-being, pussy. Those are her words, not mine. I wouldn't use that word. I can't go back up to the surface anymore. Just got debt collectors on my tail, so I'm stuck down here. I'm just trying to make ends meet. landing wherever clients I can. It's not the worst I could be doing, but is this really how the rest of my life goes? I'm not exactly getting any younger here. Not that there's any use worrying now. It's not like I can't just snap my fingers and change the way I live this late in the game. Gotta sell this lovely vase today. Business is just booming these days. I'm on cloud 9, ho-ho. Now, don't you look very sunny, Sonny. What's got you down, son? Drove out those almighty goons for good, yeah? Well, on a better reason to go out and partay.
I've got some fine wares for sale.
I can't. Catcher, can I use your credit card to buy you a gift? Catcher, I know, I understand, but like, you don't understand these. The cake market, it's a legitimate economic bet. It's going to work out. I know it doesn't seem like it will now, but it will definitely.
Ha! Best come again soon.
Thanks. Alrighty.
Mercy, am I relieved this almighty mess is yesterday's news. I read all about it. They said you took down that rotten old Dante's. Thanks to you, Blacklight's nice and peaceful again. Now I can get back to selling my shooty stabbies for the festival, and other things. Other things? If you're trying to joke, it's not very funny. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I may be, jocular, but I'm no joker. You see, Jaeger types tend to wash up around here festival time. Well, they don't have any other work. That's good news for me. I never thought about that before. I guess that makes sense. Wow, that sounds amazing. I kind of want to see it for myself now. You might want to think twice before you go rolling around with them. This place gets real rowdy once the festival rolls around.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Wait, is this? No, this is the same stuff.
We await your next visit.
Well,
I can tell this year's festival is going to be a real boon. I'll have to stock them in advance of everything for everyone. Landmines, RPGs, chainsaws, submachines, jamming devices. A second when it said submachines without the guns, I was like, wait, that's kind of weird. You usually don't just see submachines. And then I was like, maybe it actually said submarines? I had to like reread it. I'm like, this motherfucker ain't selling submarines, right? It's hard getting my orders through to the manufacturers. Simply must strike while the iron's hot. Yeah. Ah, my back hurts. Rah. If I was in Arasion, they'd call me the hunchback of the friggin' Arasion. Cause they got the cathedral there, the big one, the big cathedral. God, criminy! Racist Coot's going on one of his rants again. Does he ever shut up? Just might have a word with that man later. Everybody can appreciate a useful idiot if you catch my drift. I can tell he's been looking at him, poke him in the right place, and he falls like a house of cards. Bet I can sucker him just like that. Hey there, come and have some fun. Just don't get too naughty, alright? Shut up. You're a child. Oh yeah, the Apex Showdown's only 3 days away, and that's where they crown this year's champion. AKA me. Getting pumped up, man. Shit like that's what make what I call living. All I live for now. Real, raw, ass fights. Fighting with the asses. Ass fights. Brand new trend. Pain, the thrills you could ask for. Bring it on! Every festival, the Coliseum down here holds a tournament called the Apex Showdown. It's a heck of a hoot. They kicked it off with this monster bloodbath, all kinds of different creatures going at each other. Pretty thrilling stuff, and it makes for as good excuse to gamble as any. Should check it out if you're into that sort of thing.
What'll it be? Come again.
I guess since we're down here, we'll talk. Water. I need water. I told you take it easy on the hard stuff over here. Not on our home turf. You can't expect them to make stuff the same here. Hey, Dermos, you two are needed. Looks like you're having a real fun time. Hey there, good to see ya. We've been working like dogs on the broker stuff. Dogs used a break, and now here we are. Had time at last. What dragged you two all the way here? You on the tail, I take it? Yeah, we're trying to figure out how the underworld's changing now that they're gone, and you can really only do that on the ground. It's pretty calm so far, surprisingly, more than I expected. Maybe it's because the CID was on top of the stragglers? Probably. Now smug pricks are running around the underground settling down. Those drugs, though, they'll be sticking around for a while. It's a lot tougher to get those off the streets. That does make sense. That's unfortunate. Actually, this chat just reminded me of something. I've heard whispers about some two-bit gangsters on the run from the feds now after he did some work for those guys. Where it is, he's camping out somewhere in the Tyrell district. I don't have anything else to go on, but I figured you might want to know. The Tyrell district, huh? It couldn't be, unless... That's a good tip. Appreciate it. Have fun, you two. Just trying to stay on your feet, Jack, alright? I'm always on my feet. All 4 of them. Got lots of colorful folks down here already. It's not even festival time yet. Hardly any point trying to babysit Jack here. Well, it's like it always does. Maybe let's take a walk and see what's around here. That's ton of brands I've never seen long before Bromage joints to the side, give them a whirl. It was not a good idea. Gosh, I'm gonna be sick. You guys working right now? Keep it up. Just don't work too hard, alright? No shame in taking a break every now and again. I like it, yeah. Hey, bruh. Wanna go check out that movie Rainfall after we're done squatting, bruh? I heard it was great, bruh. I heard Judith Lannister's really trying to make a comeback after she got washed by Nina Finley. Bruh. I'm gonna take your silence as consent, bruh. I assume that one girl is around. Yes, you know the one. Once I found the time I came running. I want an hour, no, 2 hours. If you could put me at the front of the line, I'd really, really appreciate it. Ah, yes we can, Mr. President. She's been waiting for you with bated breath. What did you say her name was again? Can also interest you in a bottle of our aphrodisiac. You won't have a hard time having a hard time if you catch my drift. Wait, you're right. That would be nice. I'll take 2. Goddess help me, I'm starting to drool. I'm just too excited to see her. That's why I can't stop visiting this place. It gives me everything I need and more. Brother. I'm the one who roped this guy in. He's the head of some big company, but he can't get enough of this place. Every week he slips through the cracks of his upper crust life just to see me. Well, I don't think he really gives a shit about you. I mean, maybe he does, but, you know. My aphrodisiacs are selling like hotcakes, too. It's a good time to be in Zamiria's oldest business, let me tell you. You guys have Almada drugs in your aphrodisiacs? Is that what it is? Nope. You buying? You buying? Then yeah, sure. I ain't paying for shit. You got your damn mind. You won't hear me complaining about Almada getting the boot, but we've got tons and tons of festival goers trudging around the place now. Really isn't the best for business when rowdy types come along. Hopefully they mind their business. There are many deterrents in play now. Maybe I won't have anything to worry about. Who can say?
Ooh, you look dangerous.
We don't have a bunny strap? Well, now that we should have all the accessories, potentially. I don't know if we needed that for a trade-in. You know what? We got stuff to sell. Yeah, I don't need a freaking Zerum powder. That shit ain't getting used, probably. At least not all of them.
I'd better see you again.
You won't. Well, you probably, I don't know. I doubt this is our last NPC talking session, so you'll probably see us at least one more time. I mean, presumably we probably have like 2 more if we assume the game ends with the Revolution Festival, which seems like a decent assumption. Since it's supposed to be like 3 days from now and most chapters are 3 days long. Well, technically more, but like the main meat of the chapter is 3 days long. Like once you actually go to the location. You know, they hold lots more than just tournaments at the Coliseum. They have all kind of shows there, too. Oh, man, if you catch one of the monster slaying exhibitions, those are just exhilarating. Highly recommend them. But they're not doing anything like that today. Plenty to do here, though. Let me fetch you a drink. It'll chew you right up. You paying?
All my stuff is to die for. See you later, handsome.
Huh? Everybody's scared shitless here. What's going on? Look over there. They have all fainted. What the? A fainted trio? What could happen? I think I might now. Got a hunch these fools started barking up the wrong tree and they paid the price. Hard. The way I'd be if I'd bought that aphrodisiac. Oh shit. That would explain it. I'd say they had it coming then. Van, my friend, how wonderful to see you and the rest of you as well. Good to see you, Your Highness. You sure roughed those poor bastards up good, huh? Oh, I had no hand in it, none whatsoever. You see, they attempted to make moves on these ladies here, and they all just wouldn't take no for an answer. They got physical, and well... These women, they're truly a force to be reckoned with. Even yours truly quivers before them. I think that's a little mean, Prince. I was simply performing my duties, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, to explain when you're all hanging out. Guys make for one weird posse, however you slice it. A mutual acquaintance of ours was kind enough to be in touch with His Highness, so I came down here to meet him, but then, as fate would have it, she happened to run into us here as well. I'm on break for once after wrapping up a job. Came into town to unwind until the festival, taking some of the local sights. Who are you? Anyway, I wandered down here looking for a little excitement, guess you could say. I got everything I bargained for and more. She could take your ass, easily. You wouldn't survive a real fight. This is too good to be some kind of coincidence. Destiny must have brought us together. What do you say, you and Miss Bodyguard want to go around? I think I'm good, Well, that sounds like a delightful proposal. Don't worry about me, Najd. I encourage, they implore you to take her up on it. I will film this and save it for later. The things you say sometimes, Your Highness. I suppose you'd just be grateful you're not thinking of to throw down with her yourself. Didn't mean to leave you all out, Van. You guys are more than welcome to... Nah. We got this thing called work. Strange, I know. You haven't done anything, Van. Damn, if I get caught up in the crossfire between those two, that ain't the kind of threesome I'm into. Did you just think something horny, Van? You're no fun. Oh well. As always, next time. Just don't burn the whole district down, alright? I feel like that should have been some canon dot, because can't she like read his mind for some fucking reason? Because she's the world's most special girl? Enough about me though. You guys look like you've got your hands full of things as usual, which I totally get. Can't take it easy just yet. Well, with the festival just around the corner and the fallout from everything with you-know-who. But don't you guys get the feeling there has to be more going on? I don't know what, but it's like there's something else brewing in the air. Sure you're not just being paranoid? Keep talking like that and you're gonna jinx us, girl. Never a dull moment with you, is there, Van Arkwright? What is it people like to say about you? You have a nose for things? Reminds me a lot of the unclouded eye. Yeah, they're the same thing. Well, whatever comes our way, both in the festival and beyond, I'm gonna take it all in stride and have a blast doing it. Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't get how you ended up here of all places. I did hear you were back home tying up some loose ends, but that's about it. My travels actually to meet a President Rocksmith, as fate would have it. After what happened the other day, I wanted to assess the situation for myself. Fair enough. Thanks again for everything you did in Arasion, by the way. We really appreciate it. What did she do? Well, she said, no, you did a lot behind the scenes after we all duked it out back there. That was amazing that you and Heyo were able to keep Amada in check like that. They couldn't have been easy. No need to thank me. I just did what I could to help. I feel like you got your ass kicked and that was it. Sorry, Riksha. You've been demoted to henchwoman status. They introduced a whole class of NPCs, nameless NPCs, and said you're only as strong as them. I'm sorry, girl. I weep for you. I may have moved to Crossville, but Calvert is still my homeland. I won't allow them to defile it. I'm so happy I was able to help however I could. Got it. Makes more sense now. I understand you're on leave from your troop. Do you intend to return soon? I do, yes. I'm booked for a handful of events coming up. Once the Revolution Festival is over, I'll be making my way back to Crossbell. I also want to attend the memorial service for the victims at Cray. I wanted to see for myself how the country responds. That's fair. Thank you for sharing all that with us. Sounds like you're going to have your hands full once you're back in Crossbell. Hope you're able to take it easy in the meantime. Be a little lazy like a local celebrity. Well, excuse me, have I been acting lazy to you, huh? That's the plan, just taking it nice and slow while I can. I know you guys can't help being busy right now, but you should consider taking some time off too. I think you'll be glad you did. If you ever want more company, I'm always happy to tag along. That's what I think of you. I'm heading back to Crossbell once the Revolution Festival is over. I have work waiting for me there. Till then, I'm relaxing here in Calvard. If anything comes up, don't hesitate to get in touch. I mean, maybe. Assuming some bad shit doesn't happen at the end of this game. I really object to staying in this vulgar den. We have no further business down here. I say we leave post haste. But as His Highness wants to do, he'll be staying down here as long as he pleases. Before I forget, I wanted to mention that you might see a familiar airship above the skies in Edith in time for the festival. Principality plans to make a big splash with it, all part of our efforts to strengthen our ties with Calvard. You should receive more information on the details ere long. Oh, that airship? The one you were kind enough to lend me an Horacion? That's amazing! Subtlety ain't in your vocabulary, is it? Thanks for letting us know. Keep an eye out for the follow-up. I knew my time would be wasted exploring this district, but I wasn't expecting to find all this down here. Very curious indeed. Naj may grumble about being here, but deep down I can tell she's intrigued herself. You should join us and watch. Love to have your company, my friend.
Alrighty.
Wait, wrong way. How do I get to the doctor? Heard what you guys have been up to lately. Sounds like you make quite a splash over at the old capital. Also heard some stuff about Almada's leadership. Sounds like they had quite the intriguing lineup, to say the least. I mean, the garden people were cool, I guess. The actual Almada members, take them or leave them. Did they really have a 130-year-old ageless wonder on that team? What a medical marvel. I'd have loved to get a good look at him. At that age, I bet his body was indestructible, and therefore the perfect guinea pig. I bet I could have opened him up any way I wanted. Sound like you miss him. Word of advice? Don't. It ain't worth it. What a freak saying all that with a straight face.
They're all specially made. Always be careful when and how much you use.
Yeah, only take heroin in moderation, gang.
Hey, mister!
The Blacklight District is back to normal after what happened, but it's so boring now. There's been nothing to excite me. It gets lonely living underground for so long. Haven't I put up with this enough? Don't you think I deserve to enjoy my life again? Don't you? Don't look at us, we ain't on the run. You reap what you sow, lady. Why not hurt to introduce her to our latest addition to the office? Give her someone new to talk to for once. Have to be careful, though.
What'll you have today?
Her fairy?
Thanks for coming. I'll take good care of it.
You say that, but I'm pretty sure I'm never going to see you wearing that shit, fairy. You're just going to throw that away. Not even going to use it. Hey, what's a Revolution Festival? Mommy and others keep talking about. It's like a celery celebration? One of those? I went to one with Mommy at the Coliseum. Fucker knows the word Coliseum, but he doesn't know celebration. I won't buy it. I mean, it does make sense, because the Coliseum is literally right here, but I don't know, it's kind of funny. Mommy asked me if I want to go. I don't know if I want to, because like what? I don't know what a Revolution Festival is. But it's great. You get to be with mommy, and being with mommy makes you super duper ultra extra happy. Same, buddy. Same.
Let's talk if you've got a minute.
I'm not really doing anything for the festival. I mean, I'm not Calvardian, and even if I were, this isn't exactly the most festive block in town. Everybody else is going on about it, of course. I figured I ought to let Yoda walk around if he wants. I do want to show him what the surface is like, the real world, so to speak. He's still got a shot at staying on the straight and narrow. The only problem is the bar. It's not gonna run itself while I'm gone.
So...
You don't think the honor system's gonna work down here? What a farce! I had my funding cut off was bad enough. Now people are accusing me of working for Armada. Can you believe that? I couldn't care less what happens to those goons. The last thing I need is the authorities going after me. Hey man, what's got your panties in a bunch? Ha ha! I'm implying you wear women's underwear, which is an insult. Because women. Ha ha ha! Hey barkeep, get this stuffy fart some drinks. Man's still too sober, and that won't do. You stay out of this, you backwater cretins. You people epitomize everything I detest. You in this wretched district are the scum of the earth. And I'll pull this whole blood-sucking weed up from the ground if I have to. That is my duty to this fine country. Oh yeah, I remember this racist prick still up his own ass in the sounds of it. I think I'll just leave him be for now. Won't be causing any trouble looking as scrawny as that. Everybody here just laugh at him. Despite calling themselves the Patriot League, those spineless fools are too quick to silence us actual patriots. We're a dying breed, I tell you. The more they reject us, the more they kill the idea of patriotism themselves. Sure, there must be someone who sympathizes with us, someone who truly cares, but where? Where are they hiding? Where have all the races gone? Those are his words, not mine, by the way. You can't legally hold me accountable for that statement. Okay, I think that's everyone. Did we talk to main bar guy? Did I talk to you? Oh yeah, you talk about the showdown. Dang old showdown at the Hootenanny, ain't that right, gang? Alright, so we're almost done. We can maybe push through. Can I go to the entrance? No, alright, fuck me. So we can probably finish up our talking next video and then do our connections. We got 5 of them, so that'll probably be its own video. So 3 videos from now we'll progress the plot. Maybe. Does that sound exciting? Right? Super exciting? Mega exciting? The most exciting thing ever? I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.